Tom Byrne.
And this is Barbara Byrne, and we're at Jean's Barber Shop on West Street in Rutland, and that is Pat Vittori cutting hair. Everybody is here as committee members of the Bruce Fredette Memorial Party, and I want them all to introduce themselves.
I'm Tony Dale Daphne.
And I'm Willie Bennard.
And in the barber chair,
Peter DePoy.
Here's the image.
who's going to be the first one to talk about Bruce Fredette? Tell us about...
I can take that, I guess.
Okay.
Started off, we had started 4 years ago. For our best friend had died of leukemia. We decided to throw a party to, just in remembrance of Bruce. Maybe get a band, so we brought Wayne Kenny in on it, and he was going to be the band. Started off, and then some more bands wanted to do it, and a bunch of people wanted to come, so it got bigger and bigger. We decided, well, let's make some money for the Cancer Society, and that's how we started out, basically. It was going to be in the back of Patsy's house here. We were just going to have a little party. Then we decided, well, we need a bigger place. We went to Critter Camp, and that's how everything started. It's evolved since then, and we've gotten bigger and better, and more better bands, and better food, and altogether a better party. More people involved, more of the area helping out.
Peter, how much money did you make the first year?
The first year we were able to, the net profit to the Cancer Society was somewhere in the vicinity of $500. Each year it's increased since then, coming up to last year's total of close to $3,000 donated to the American Cancer Society.
Do you give to anything else, or are you planning on giving to anything else?
Yeah, Bruce Fredette was an avid boxer, boxed for the Golden Gloves for Tommy Garrow's boxing club, the Rutland Recreation Tommy Garrow Boxing Club. We've also helped them out in the past with donations to that club.
Can anyone else tell us about Bruce?
Harley, go for
How about it?
Well, Bruce is, like Willie said, he was our best friend, and we all grew up with him. And he was a hunter and a fisherman. He was always in the woods, and it was kind of strange at deer camp when found out that he didn't want to go out hunting. So right then everybody knew there was something wrong, but he never let on. And about 4 months after that is when he found out that he had leukemia. And that was a really tough time for everybody. So when he finally passed on, that's when we decided that everybody to get together and do something like this so everybody could remember him and like have a big reunion. And it's just a heartwarming thing to see all the people that come down there and just
as friends.
As friends, and it's just a big get together. It's great.
You've told us about some of the things that have happened in the years that have been shown that he must know that what you're doing for him.
Like last year it was raining all around us, and down here at the party, no rain at all. We were prepared for it, like we have tents and everything at the party for this. That was just one incident. There's thunderstorms all over the place. It was great.
How about at your apartment that time when we were sitting there?
One of the first meetings we ever had. We're sitting there talking about it. We look out the window. It was a gorgeous day like it was today. Like out there, and it was this great big rainbow.
Oh, isn't that?
And we were talking worried about rain, and all of a sudden there's a big rainbow there. It just...
And last year...
things are going to be fine.
If it rained all over, and then all of a sudden down there at this one party in Wallingford, there's no rain at all. We couldn't get that across to the people because we were on the air for only a short period of time, but people realized we had tents and everything, but hopefully they'll know rain or shine, we're going to be there. So
yeah, we have plenty of tents and indoors.
And last year we were all down at the cemetery having a beer with Bruce, and we were just standing there and everybody was doing a toast, and we looked up north and saw the Aurora Borealis, northern lights up in the sky. It was pretty intense.
And it's eerie.
Yeah, it was. The chills went right up.
Things like that always happen to us, so it's a good feeling to know maybe someone, if not Bruce, someone's looking out for us.
Someone is.
Yeah, it's quite a feeling.
Now, how do you go about getting all the things you need for the party?
Well,
Who's in charge of that?
Well, we all try to get in on that, you know. What we do is we solicit the people. We get a list of what we need, and we hope that area people, we go to them and we say, listen, we need some wiring. So like where Pete works, you go there and we ask him, or, all the different people that have helped us in the past years, we definitely go back to them every year. But we do look for new businesses to help us out. We're trying to make it a community thing so everybody can get involved. That's our idea of what should be done.
Yes.
That way we won't have to do as much work. Everybody can get involved. We're all getting old. We're all getting more things that we have to take care of ourselves personally.
Families.
Right. Like Patsy, he's got 2 children. Pete has 1. And of course, we're bachelors. I like to get that a good point. But
some of you are bachelors.
We got girlfriends maybe. But, and that's what we're looking for down the road, is to get more people involved, make it more of a team effort. Like this year, we have much more staff. We have, in the area, 50 people on staff.
95.
No, 95. Well, see, there you go. That's his department. But that makes it so much easier. We want our people to be able to have fun, but then again, keep the reality that this is our party. They make the party, not us. It's our staff that really makes everything run smooth, and we want our people to take care of those, those different areas.
What do all these 95 people do?
Cook, pour beer, park cars, what needs to be done.
There's plenty of work.
We have the stage.
We usually go down there Thursday. We start setting up for this on Thursday.
It's a 5-day event for us.
Yes.
To start with us anyhow. We ask our staff people to come down like Saturday. That's the day we really build the stage. We do all the preliminary work and get everything ready, and then our people come in there and we pop it off, and hopefully we're all ready by Sunday morning. This year we know we're going to be ready. We have enough people. We have enough equipment, and everybody's really helped a lot this year. So that's what it is. It's people helping us, and we're helping the cause getting bigger and better every year.
Yes.
What ages are the people that go to your fair? Are they all young people, or is it a mix of
Family-oriented.
family-oriented?
Yeah, it's family. During the day, it's, there's sodas. We do have beer for the adults, anyone over 18, I guess. There's a little law now that says you got to be close to
21.
going to 21, but there's also soda and cold drinks for the whole family. It's pretty much a good family get-together. Nice.
You have games and things.
Yeah, there's horseshoes and volleyball, and there is kids' games, kickball and softball that the children can play, and it's situated in a nice area where there's a lot of room for that type of thing.
Is there swimming available also?
There is swimming. We would have to have, an adult supervisor, but there is a lake right there that is...
It's at your own risk.
People have to watch their own.
Right.
Is there anything that you can recommend that families bring along with them?
Chairs.
Would be helpful. Chairs?
Bring your own
As
chairs.
Bill said, chairs. We do take, we try to get everything set up, but if there is some people that would like to bring dishes, those are more than appreciated.
You mean dishes of food?
Dishes of food, sure.
Salads, baked
Baked
We
beans.
don't turn down any food because we eat it. We're there for 4 days. So
We always do have, we like to say that there is always plenty of food, hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken, and as I said, salads and sodas and so on.
And of
What
course you
time
have-
does
you
it
can't-
start? We didn't bring that out yet.
This starts at 11 o'clock in the morning and runs till 10 o'clock at night. It'll be August 10th. And it's
That's
at
a Sunday.
It's a Sunday at the Critter Camp in Wallingford, Vermont.
What
And
type of entertainment do you have, other than swimming and eating and...
We have a
Every
clown, juggler, and a mime.
Then there's also 10 live bands that will be performing throughout the day.
at least.
At least
there
10
might
live.
be more.
Well, we have more than enough. We have upwards of 20 bands that want to play, and this year we have 2 national recording acts that are going to help out with us, that have heard and got involved, and their manager heard about it, and they play in the area, in the Rutland vicinity, basically Burlington and stuff like that. So they gave us the interest, so we said, hey, we're not going to turn down a national recording act. So they're going to be like our feature, but we have more than enough bands. We're turning them away.
We can get everybody in who wants to play.
After our second year, we found out that. Once people found out what it's about, the kind of exposure they get, which is good for anyone. I don't care where you play. Exposure for a band is very important, and we're getting out of this, plus it's a good feeling that they're doing something.
And how much is the ticket?
$15.
I think very, very reasonable for the kind of time and the food and the kind of people you're going to meet. It's the right kind of people, believe me. There's definitely a feeling there between everybody, and I think that's important, and that's worth $15 to me, I think. So.
You see people here like you haven't seen in like 10 years. You know, it's a good feeling to see somebody you haven't seen in so long.
Somebody you graduated from high school with, probably.
Pop up in Boston or somewhere, you never know.
Yes.
Great get together.
Gives you a good feeling to see everybody.
Definitely.
See what's happened in their lives.
Yeah, oh well. That's why we want to make sure we have enough time from now on in, you know. I mean, last couple of years, we're always so involved, you just get a chance to say hi, how you doing, you know. Stick around, I want to talk to you, but that's why more staff, more people working and taking a little time off.
So everybody has a chance.
Everybody has a chance to enjoy it, plus do the work that has to be done, that, you know, and that work has to be done. Parking the cars has to be done right, otherwise we're going to lose, we have X amount of area, we have to use it to the full extent, you know. Beer, we have to watch out for people. I mean, some people do get a little bit beyond, and we have to say either cool down, or we have to shut you out. We have police officers there. If there's any trouble, we do the first initial screening if there's any trouble. If we think there's any further trouble, just ask the police, and they take care of it.
Because you want to make sure
we want to make sure,
well.
Yeah, nobody gets hurt on the way home. We have police watching on the way out. If they think someone's intoxicated, they send them back into the parking lot. Either get a sober driver, sober up yourself, or spend the night. And we have everything there to take care of all three aspects of it. So I think that is the main concern of us, to make sure we don't lose another life because of having a party because of a life, you know. So
this is an annual event, so we want to make it
every
event.
That's what each year. That's what they remember, the bad things, you know, and we don't want to ever have a bad thing.
Right.
So.
And out of 3 years, there hasn't been any bad things.
No.
That's great.
And that's, of course, that gets right back to where people watching out for people and knowing that, you know, we tell them, say, you know, if you have a buddy who's drunk, talk to them, let them know that this is an important thing for a lot of people just besides us people that are involved, too, you know. And we will go as long as we have this kind of attention from our people out there.
Right.
Where do you hold your staff meetings?
We're sitting right here. Jean's Barber Shop with Uncle Pat, right there. And this
We're all done.
He keeps us looking good, too, might I add. He's definitely our barber and the man at hand.
Is that how you got together, through the barber shop, or was it
it was Bruce. It was Bruce that got us started together. I mean, we were all friends, you know, back then, but this keeps us, you know, it keeps us together. It's a place where we can unite, and, you know, we don't have to worry about where we're going to go. Not that we all haven't got places we could probably hide out, and I'm sure that if I had to, my mother would let us people into her house, you know, and my apartment's fine, but right here it kind of makes it homey. We're right here together. There's no one to bother us, no roommates, no music. It's just get our job done, and then we, you know, we might have a little fun after.
Yeah.
That's business at hand first, I always say, but that's worked out very well for us.
Have you thought of doing anything with people that you know are afflicted with cancer to help them through
Pat can talk about that. Pat knows a person in Pulteney right now, so why don't you give a little insight of what we hope to do this year? That person in Pulteney that...
Well, there's a little boy in Pulteney that has some sort of form of leukemia. It's 13 years old, and the family needs help. The boy's been having transfusions every 8 days, and we're going to give him some money out of the package. We don't know how much money yet, but
we have done this in the past, too.
Can go to this little boy.
Where does he get his blood from?
I believe it's through Burlington Medical Center. And he might have to go to Wisconsin to have bone marrow transfusion. They're waiting to see how many more days apart he can get from his blood transfusion. He was every day having a blood transfusion. Now it's every 8 days he's having one. This is a continuing part of what we also do with some of the money that doesn't go directly to the Cancer Society. We do have some in the bank for local area families that have
which we have given
suffered, and we have given, you know, as much as we can, up to $500 donations also to those families. We gave money to the little boy in Bethel,
Joe Bergamo's
Joe Bergamo, Mary.
And then I was like, that kid's doing really well right
some
now.
money the first year.
Joe's kid's doing real well.
We like to see the money stay close to home and also help out the American Cancer Society, and then
We
when
keep
they're
putting them on if we can. We like that
The
idea.
American Cancer Society money goes mostly for research.
right.
What you're doing is affecting people's daily
Right.
life.
Exactly. If you know, if we hear of someone that's in need of something and we do still have money, we're more than happy to donate to those families.
And it's local, and you see what's going on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It builds more of a family
Yeah.
atmosphere. That's what we want.
And all the money we do donate to the Cancer Society goes right to the whole
Hope House in Wallingford.
What is the Hope House?
Well, it's for people that are coming back from cancer, you know, after they
It's a
Oh,
rehabilitation
so
process.
They can live there and go to the
Families can stay
hospital.
there, yeah.
Right.
And when someone comes back, of course, like if a kid had chemotherapy, you know, they lose their hair. I mean, it's a pretty traumatic thing for a young person to go through. He's with his own type of people, and then he gets to get back and feel their feelings and get back on the road, you know, as a regular person, you know, if he gets lucky enough to be that way. But it brings the families in there, and that's what it's all about.
It's better to be with people that know
Yeah, you're
that
right.
you're,
Yeah.
you're
I mean,
suffering.
and getting out to people that don't understand what's going on, you know, I mean, and someone who might be young couldn't explain it himself, you know,
That's
even though,
right.
even though some of the kids that we have met through this are pretty intelligent kids, above average because they've gone through so much, but that place up there is great.
Makes them more empathetic or to other people, I would.
I mean, they don't feel sorry for themselves, so.
Well, you're not only providing aid to the victims, how about their families?
Oh, definitely.
Giving them
Exactly.
help.
That's what a lot of this money has gone to. The other families, the Joe Bergamo family, the Mary, I'm trying to think of the Chamberlain family in Springfield. Joe Bergamo was out of the Bethel area. And it seems every year that someone ends up around this area that has something like this. Like Pat was saying, the guy in Pulteney this year, we're going to try and help him out. So every year there's always somebody that, you know, the families need some extra help getting through these times, and we try to help them as much as we can.
That's great.
That's therapy for the family members.
Right,
Someone, a perfect stranger,
Yeah,
all
that's
this assistance.
yeah, when we gave to Joe Bergamo, he was really touched by what we had done for him.
And that was at our boxing tournament that we had done in conjunction with Bruce Fredette. So we have done other things. And hopefully, the more that we get away from having to run the party, our people are helping us to run it, maybe we can do more things. Maybe we can branch out to get more, you know, because, I mean, just a party alone, that's exciting. But if we can, people loved our boxing. We didn't do the perfect thing. I mean, it wasn't a great thing. The show was great, but it was, people just, maybe our advertising wasn't right. And this is all things we've learned in the past. But people enjoyed it. I had to see us get involved in other different ideas. We're not afraid to try ideas. We weren't afraid to try this from the start, and we're not going to give up.
Bill, are you the chairman?
No, we haven't really got into that aspect, really. We've been working on it. We have a lawyer helping us. We want to get it straightened out so it's run more like a corporation. It's got to be to make it work right. You know, sometimes little tempers flare and things, but we always get down to the right idea. That's the way it works out. But we do want to make it so I think that's the way it has to be. You know, we're getting so much bigger. Everybody's got to take care of their own little areas, and then we just kind of collaborate at the end. And I think that's, you know, I do a lot of the advertising. That's pretty much my one of my areas.
Could you use a full-time volunteer, would say somebody that would be willing to do paperwork for you?
Yeah, we're starting
typing and things
yeah,
like
we're
that?
starting to get people that are interested in. They're working with us. And we're getting little subdivisions, type ideas like that, and that's what it's all about. We get people that want to help, and we get them involved, and we tell them what we think can be done. They tell us what they can do, and before you know it, we got the right idea, and enough talking goes on, we get it down to where it's a science. And each year it's been proved that we got the right formula. We just adding different things to it. So.
Do you have any women?
Plenty of women. I mean, our mothers are incredible.
My wife is now the secretary of this, so she helps out an awful lot. She's got a lot of experience. She works at the Howard Bank, and Pat's wife Paula does an awful lot to help us out with our books and keeps the ledgers of the meetings pretty straight now.
Dale's mother does a lot in the kitchen.
All of our mothers are there. My mother's a talker, so she gets right out there and gets people moving. Hey, let's give, you know, and you need that. Sometimes you need the younger person to talk to somebody, sometimes you need an older person.
That's right.
There is a peer type of a thing that you have to deal with, and having older people in certain situations is excellent.
Well, don't you think older people might feel it's strictly for young?
Yeah, we're trying to get away from that attitude. I mean, they've been there every year at every party, in the kitchen and sweating and, you know, and without them, I can honestly say, I mean, without Dale and everybody's mother, Tony's mother down there, I mean, all of our family, we really couldn't pull it off, and that's our family and staff is what makes it.
Just towards young people, you know, like all the bands we have too, like we have country and western bands, we have bluegrass bands, jazz bands, rock and roll bands.
So it's a good variety of people and bands and
Folk music. Tended towards
it's a community thing, that's what we're trying to get at, it's a community attitude.
Trying to make everybody happy.
Boy, it's hard sometimes.
I can imagine.
Tell me, if you tried to get the children involved,
Oh, yeah. I mean, we tell them,
teenagers,
sure. I mean, we need somebody that can still bend over and pick stuff off the ground. I mean, let's face it, you know.
You guys are getting so old.
So old. I would like to first say, you know, without Dick and, of course, you two, we really couldn't be involved even getting on the air. This is just another way that we can get out to the people, let them know that, yes, we need your help. It's very important that everybody realizes that you just can't put a party on like this. And we would like everybody to know the expenses are exorbitant, but, you know, between insurance and everything else, we don't get everything free. But this kind of a thing really helps us a lot, and we want people to know that maybe there is some way they can help us. Get in touch with us. I mean, we're plenty of jobs, believe me.
how about clean up after the party is over?
Let's not even talk about that. It's a lot of work.
The party first.
And that's where our staff comes in again.
It requires a lot of hands.
We have a little party the next day after the party, just to wind down, because it's a very hyper thing. We want to make sure it goes right. And our people are there, and we have a little cookout. You know, we have a few beers and we clean up. We get all the stuff back that we borrowed from different businesses, and you know, we run in trucks back and forth to Rutland, you know, and just gas alone it's expensive, you know. I mean, if we had free gas, that'd be nice.
One of the good things also that Bill was pointing out about volunteers, but the main thing is to get yourself down there and enjoy the day and come and have a good time. Buy yourself a ticket. It's really well worth the cause, and I think everyone would enjoy themselves being there.
Tax deductible.
Oh,
It's
nice.
also tax
Yeah,
deductible.
point that out.
Yes, especially for the businesses. It is tax deductible.
And businesses do contribute some
Oh, yeah.
to your...
I mean, we'll take $5. I'll go out and grab $1, you know. I mean, that's, you know, and we do. We have a very nice little advertising after for a thank you, so.
We have 5 $100
John?
drawings for advance ticket holders.
So, I
I
mean,
mean, a lot of people happy last year, 5 $100
Five
winners.
people were
yeah,
happy.
a lot of people were happy, you know, and a couple of them gave me money back. So, I mean, that's
great.
You know, that's a good thing from them, too, you know. So, I mean,
So we have drawings,
yeah.
Raffles.
raffles, and
You know, anything that people give us, we try to get it out. And like I say, we do advertise after a nice thank you for all the business that helped. So we might, and a few years, you know, in a row, there people say, how can you want to ask us? We can't ask everybody. If they can get a hold of us, we'll definitely get a hold of them. I mean, it's totally impossible for us to get in touch with everybody. If you can get in touch with us, we're more than happy to come and take anything, believe me. And we try not to forget anybody. And we've been really good, and that's why having more people to take care of our books help us out instead of, you know, that's where we can go on to bigger and better things. That's why more people are helping us out this year, especially.
Right.
your insurance costs, you have to.
You gotta have it.
You have to have insurance coverage.
Definitely. That's for protection for us, protection for Wallingford. We protect everybody.
And the people
The
that
farmer down there, Mr. Davenport Jr., Robert Davenport Jr., he gives us a big chunk of his farmland for that day alone. His father died of cancer. His wife has a problem with cancer right now. And this is before, and of course his father had. That's why it was so easy for us to talk turkey with him to help us. But now his wife has a little. But he's got the feeling like, and when you go down and you talk to this guy, you can feel it. You know? He says, here's the land, and if you need more, we'll move the ropes, we'll get more, you know. And we want to protect his land. We have a lot of staff there to protect his land, not dig it all up and, you know, burn it up or whatever. And, you know, that's where people are helping us. All these little areas are building into one big party.
And you're getting families to work together.
Oh,
on
definitely.
something.
Definitely.
They don't get too many opportunities today to work together as a family.
We wouldn't believe it. In the kitchen alone, all of our mothers and everybody, it's just like, we stay out of their way, first of all, because moms you don't mess with, first of all. We all know that. So it's an incredible job that they do. And nobody goes hungry down there. We have chicken, hamburgers, hot dogs, and chili. I mean, you just didn't go inside to eat if you're hungry.
You're getting ethnic foods.
Oh, yeah. We do anything. And, of course, what people bring down to us, too. That's, you know, a lot of people just bring their own little specialty dishes. They write the name on the bottom of the dish, or they put in aluminum foil dish.
Something that can be tossed.
Yeah, we take care of it. We wash them, and my hands are clean afterwards. Yeah, restaurants are helping.
A lot of restaurants made dishes.
Have all kinds of desserts available.
Yeah, anything and everything. I mean, we don't go out of our way to make specialties ourselves at the end of the time, but people that do make it, you know, they can say, hey, those are my brownies over there. You know, I mean, we have a few braggers down there, like the best chili, or, you know, maybe some year in the future we'll have contests with food. That might be an idea. To get people to say, hey, they're the best, you know.
Tell us something about the program. How does it start? When you arrive, you go in and park your car, and then what happens?
Well, first of all, we take an advance ticket. If you're smart enough to buy one ahead, we take your advance ticket, we put it in the drawing for the $100 drawing. This year we're going to have tabs on there to say if you're of age or not of age. These things can't be taken off, so this protects us for illegal drinkers. If we see anybody who's drinking illegally, we warn them. If we see them again, we just ask them to leave. Our police take care of it. But then you park and you come in and you start meeting friends. We have music right off the bat. This year, hopefully, we'll be set up Saturday night, so like Sunday, we can start our bands, so we can get all the bands that we do have in. What do you guys think? Anyone?
Sound systems too, that's all sound.
Yeah, let's...
So the sound system is done.
So when a family arrives, they're not going to be sitting around.
Oh, not at all.
I wonder when they're going to start the pursuit.
Not at all.
It's going to be cooking and
Right,
everything.
everything will be good.
Oh, yeah. Everything has pretty much a way to follow, a route to follow. And it's, like I said, it's been a formula for 3 years. This is our 4th year. I think we're going to go with the same formula until we find a better one, which I don't think we're going to do, but...
Doesn't sound like it.
No, things go real nice. And like I say, it's our people. It's all the people that are involved to do it, plus the people are there. They're always helping out too. Then they ask, how can I get involved? And we tell them. And if we see them, we see them. If we don't, we don't.
So you fellas, most of you fellas have your own business now. You work yourself into another business, and that's promotion.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it's better than going to college. Let me tell you that. We've had our ups and downs. And, as all the boys can say, I mean, we've had our arguments, but we've always come up with the right idea. And that's where people getting together, that's where it works out. You get the good ideas, the bad ideas, you chew them up and you spit out the bad ones, you got the good ones.
Well, Barbara and I would like to thank you very much.
And us too, thanking you
for being on our show and giving us the opportunity to really get around the town.
Well,
the name of our show is Around the Town.
Well, we want the whole town to know what our show is.
We like to get out once in a while and prove it.
Really, Tom, it's great to think that you people would take the time out for us so that we get involved. Of course, we are involved, but the people out there need to know that we're doing something. We can't do it without them. You know, give us a call. Help us out.
Let's give us that date again.
Okay, we got the Sunday, August 10th. We're starting at 11 o'clock promptly. We'll have all the fun, food, drinks, and people you want to meet all at one shot.
And where will it be?
It's in Wallingford at Boys Camp, otherwise known as Critter Camp. And
If in Wallingford, just follow the signs.
Oh, yeah.
Signs are you can.
We're going to make it exposed this year.
If you want to know more, look for signs around town.
We have posters everywhere, hopefully.
There's a map on the poster.
Yeah, we got a map on the poster. We've got another 1,000 posters, which is, you know, an extra $100. I mean, we think it's worth it. We got posters, you know, as far as New York City, up to Boston, New Hampshire, and we got people like work out of town. We give them, hey, you never know.
That's right.
And that's what we want. We want to keep it exciting.
Well, I think we're about running out of time, but
Well,
it's been a pleasure to talk to you and hear about a wonderful program that you've developed on your own, and you're helping a lot of deserving people.
hopefully we can get together on maybe our boxing or hopefully this American Legion thing, and hopefully we can talk with you again on it.
Yeah.
Give a little more insight of the kind of people that help us out.
This has been Around the Town. Thank you for watching.